welcome back to a new video. Today's video is really exciting because there have been so many new releases recently that have come out that I'm so excited to read. So I thought we could do that together and just pick some of them. I literally have no idea out of all the new releases which ones I'm going to read. There are just so many to choose from. We're literally just going to be mood reading for the next week or so, just picking up some of the new releases that have come out. I mean, we've got like Wild and Wrangled from Lila Sage, Summer in the City from Alex Astor, Conditions of Will, Great Big Beautiful Life, Fearless, One Golden Summer, Say You'll Remember Me. So many choices. So yeah, it's literally just going to be a long mood reading vlog. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and let's just dive straight in, and I will come back when I have picked the first book that I'm going to read. I'll give a little bit of an update where I am with Fearless. Excuse my little hot water bottle. I am not feeling fantastic. I've been really ill like all week. I'm just really struggling to breathe, so I've just come and like got in bed for a little bit and had a cup of tea and brought my hot water bottle up, and just I'm trying to like chill. I'm on page 234. This one, I don't really know whether it mentions this in like the blurb. Yeah, okay, it does. So basically this one is more trial based again, a little bit like the first book in the series, but a little bit different because obviously that one was very Hunger Games-esque in terms of where the trials were held and the type of trials and the fact that it was against other people, whereas this one is very different. She's very much on her own. It's very although it's still trial based, it is still very different from the first book. I'm not loving it, which is really disappointing because I really loved the first book. Like, that one was 5 stars. The second book was okay-ish. It kind of just was very repetitive, but I just love Kai and Hayden anyway, so I'm just loving them, and it's irritating me, the whole situation that they can't be together. It's just really irritating me, but that's just because I love them so much. But there has been like classic Kai and Hayden moments that I've been tabbing. There is like 520 something pages, so I'm like, I've still got like 300 pages to go, so I'm about a fifth of the way through. I don't know how that works in terms of everything else. No, not 1/5, 2/5 of the way through. So what's that? I don't know what that is. I can't do maths and like percentages and stuff. So anyway, I'm on page 234 and there's like 520 something pages, so I'm getting through it. I'm just gonna sit and carry on reading for the rest of the day. Don't really know what book to pick up after this one. Someone really kindly sent me Wild and Wrangled off of my Amazon wishlist, so I could potentially read that one. However, it's coming up to the end of April, and on Goodreads there's like little achievements you can get as part of your reading challenge for the year. So I have got 3 left to collect. Now I have nearly read another book. It's not going to be part of this video because obviously it's not a new release, but I have nearly read another book that will go towards that one. So then I've got 2 more, so I have 2 more books that I need to also read in April. So I don't know whether to put this video kind of on the back burner for a little bit. I have got some other new releases. As I mentioned, I've got Wild and Wrangled. I've got Summer in the City by Alex Astor. I've got Enchantra by Kaylee Smith. Is that how you say it? Can't really see from over here. I've got When Sally Killed Harry. I've got The Dream Hotel. I've got Fun for the Family. What was the other book that's just been released? This week, Emily Henry's book is coming out as well, so I'll probably read that in this video. Jessa Hastings has just released a new book that I think I'm going to go and pick up tomorrow from the bookshop. And Abby Jimenez has also just released a new book, so yeah, I think I'm going to pick that up tomorrow as well. So I've got a lot to choose from, but I also have a deadline for collecting those things on my Goodreads. And if I'm doing a reading challenge or any challenge whatsoever, I have to 100% complete it. It's just a rule that I have for myself. I'm a perfectionist, and yeah. So I think I'll probably prioritise reading those, and obviously Emily Henry's book doesn't come out until Tuesday, so I think I want to read that one, and I'd rather tick another book off my list and then I can solely focus on reading Emily Henry's book, because I am working away at the weekend, so I'd like to read that before I go away. I feel like I've completely got off track from giving you an update on Fearless. Anyway, let's recap. So I'm on chapter 31. There are some hints in here from a character whose perspective we haven't had in other books, and I'm worried at what they're hinting at, because if it's what I think it might be, that's a little bit icky for me. I'm enjoying the trials aspect, kind of. Obviously not as much as the first book, because I just really enjoyed the first one. I just feel like nothing's going to beat that. Also, I'm sorry, but Lauren Roberts, why are we having a hardback version of this book? Where are you, my paperback queen? Come back to me. I'm hoping like it's really going to pick up, because at the moment I know we're having the trials, but then other than that nothing else is getting resolved, and that's kind of irritating me, that nothing else is being resolved in terms of the whole situation that Payden is now in. So yeah, I'll come back on my thoughts with that when I get further into the book. But I'm enjoying it, and I'm going to try and sit through and read a lot of it today, because I just really want to work my way through this one, because as I said, so many books have come out this month and I just want to get reading, basically. I've just got so many to read. Binge the rest of this book. I'm now on page 378 and so much has happened. We've finally got to like the bit that's the problem between the characters, so I'm wondering how this is going to be resolved, and I feel like the last just over 100 pages is going to be a little bit crazy. I'm going to try and finish this off this evening, because I do just really want to finish this book now, and then we obviously have so many other books to be reading. So I literally just went up, had a shower, and then I was like, right, I read a big chunk of this today. I was on like page 100 and something, so I've read like 200 pages and literally just sat here all day and read and just moved locations around the house. I'm now just like, well, may as well finish it off. I have just over 100 pages left, may as well finish the book. I got a bit of a break to go and have a shower, and I'm now going to try and finish it off, and I'll come back with final thoughts. Going back to an earlier point, I still don't like it as much as Powerless. I really feel like nothing can quite top that. That was just so good. I do think I'd prefer it to Reckless, just in terms of, well, potentially might be on a par. It just is like stuff that's going on with two of our characters I'm really liking. I do think what I thought was happening with that random character whose point of view we were getting is a little bit different. Part of what I thought was happening, I think, is still going to happen, and we're awaiting the other characters to find that out. And now there's been like an added element that we know that the characters don't know, so I'm waiting for that to come up, and then I feel like potentially that may resolve some things that are happening due to this thing, due to this secret. Last night, literally I read like 400 pages of this book yesterday. I haven't done that in a while, but you know when you've just spent a few days reading a couple of chapters and you're like, right, I need to binge this book, and that's exactly what I did. So I literally binged the rest of it last night. I'm gonna land on a 4-star, I think. Some things I was correct in guessing, and then other things kind of got a bit mixed up. Some things are a little bit confusing as to what a certain character was feeling and why. 4 stars overall, and we have wrapped it up. Like, I don't feel like it's necessarily left on a cliffhanger. It's very much wrapped up, so I'm happy with that. I don't know what I'm going to go for next. Potentially Wild and Wrangled, because that's a really short one. I am going to the bookshop today actually to pick up 2 new releases, which are The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings and Say You Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. So one of those maybe. See what we choose next. But I am reading another book that's not part of any reading vlog, it's just me reading, and that is Malibu Rising. So I'm going to finish that off today before we start another book for this video, but I will see what we're going to pick next. So it's finally time to read our next book for this video. Literally I've just been having a complete like nightmare, just I haven't had time to read, but now I've got a 4-day weekend because I've got today off work and then it's bank holiday Monday, so today is Friday, so 4 days. And the next book that I wanted to read has just arrived in the post because it is kind of taking a bit of a while to get here because it's a paperback and there's only a limited amount of paperbacks, and that book is Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I'm beyond excited for this one. I love Queen Emily Henry and I'm just so excited to read this book. I'm so excited that I got my hands on a paperback. This is a US paperback and I got it from Blackwell's, if anyone is wondering. I'll try and link down below, but it is really limited on there because obviously she releases in hardback first, so it is really difficult to get hold of. But top tip as well, if you are going on holiday, then Emily Henry does have paperbacks, this like the large print ones, in the airport normally, so that's a top tip. But I'm unfortunately not going on holiday anytime soon, so we're going to read this book next. I think I'm going to start it today. I only have a little bit of uni work to do and then I can spend the rest of the day reading, and I honestly think I'm going to binge this book over the next couple of days because I don't really have any plans for the weekend. It's more of just a chilled weekend. I have just worked for 11 days straight and now I'm having a break, so I think yeah, I literally will just be chilling. I'm going to get my uni work finished today hopefully, and then I can just spend the weekend just chilling out then. So this is our next book, and I'm going to get some annotating supplies because I do think I will be annotating. I'm thinking maybe this one because it's very like matchy with the cover, and then obviously just my normal pen. So I'll pop those in there and I'll just use my pen as my bookmark for now, but I'm so excited to get to this one. So I'll come back when I've got some more thoughts and stuff and when I've started it, but it feels surreal to have a brand new Emily Henry book in my hands. Because I have literally been flying through this book. Like I have this much left, less than 100 pages, potentially about 50 pages left I think. So as you can see, I've been tabbing it. I don't want to jinx this, and I have a 5-star feeling for this book. Like I just love Emily Henry's writing. I love the mystery aspect to this book and the fact that you can very clearly see that Margaret, who is the heiress who is telling her story to Alice and Hayden, you can clearly see that she is holding stuff back, and you are on the journey with the characters uncovering what this is that she's holding back and why it might be. And we've just been kind of given like a bit of a plot twist on like someone who is part of Margaret's life. So I'm now like, what is going on? So literally I'm going to binge the rest of this book right now, but I have been just underlining stuff, and I just really like Hayden and Alice's relationship and the fact that, you know, it could have very easily gone one way, that the job got in between them sort of thing. I mean, obviously I haven't finished it, so I don't know. We're probably going to get to a point where something's going to happen between like them two, in terms of something bad is probably going to happen, let's be honest. But I just think like it's a very realistic relationship. Like they both have problems from their past, and that's why they don't want to rush into relationships. And I really like, so Alice had a particular relationship that she was dealing with, and just how she was like, no, I deserve better than this, and I'm not going to let myself be in this situation anymore. Loved it. Feels very apt for a certain situation I'm going through at the moment. But yeah, just literally I just love their relationship. I really like how they care for each other, and yeah, I'm just literally living it as I thought I would, because I just love Emily Henry's writing and characters. They're just so realistic in terms of stuff that they go through, and just how they are as people and just the relationships and all that sort of stuff. So I do feel it's going to be 5 stars, but I'm going to read the last 50 pages and then I'll come back and give an update on whether it is. But I do really think this is going to be a 5-star read for me, because I just adore Emily Henry's writing and the whole world building and everything. And now I just want to be in a beach house. I just want to be in a beach house. That's all I want. All of her books, or most of her books, are set in that sort of beach housey vibe, and I'm like, that's just where I want to be right now. That's how I want to live my life. And honestly, every time I read an Emily Henry book, my standards just go through the roof. Like, not just relationship wise, but just life in general. I'm like, I want this to be my life. Why can't my life be like this? Anyway, that's enough yapping. I'm going to continue reading this book, but I'm going to finish off the book. And then I think the next book that I want to read is either Wild and Wrangled or Summer in the City, but I am leaning more towards Summer in the City because it's been on my bookshelf for a while. Well, I bought it like as soon as it came out, and I just haven't got around to reading it just yet because I've been really busy. So I think I might go for that one, and it's under 300 pages. And I'm intrigued that this is Alex Astor's first like romancy book, because obviously she wrote the Light Lark series, and I read the first book in the Light Lark series, and I do definitely want to continue that series, but I do really want to read her romance book. And it just seems like it would be a quick read because of it being under 300 pages, and it's set in, I think it's set in New York, and I love any book that is set in New York. I've actually done an update in this video for this book, but I'm reading Summer in the City by Alex Astor, which is her newest release. And obviously, if you know Alex Astor, then she wrote the Light Lark series, and she obviously normally writes fantasies, but this is a romance. But I am loving it so far. I am like most of the way through now, and basically we have our main character Elle, and she is back in New York looking after an apartment which is being renovated. And she moves in, and her next door neighbour turns out to be Parker, who is a tech billionaire that she met at a party a few years ago, and he didn't make a good impression. She's trying to write a new movie. She's a screenwriter, and she needs a little bit of inspiration, so she was going to go around the city to the places that are going to feature in the movie, and Parker needs basically like a fake girlfriend for the summer. So it's a fake dating summer romance set in New York City. I love New York City as a backdrop for any book or film or whatever, so very much enjoying this. And we kind of got to the point now where they're spending more time together, and you can kind of see that they're developing feelings, but they're not quite ready to admit that just yet. But yeah, I'm enjoying the book so far. The cover is adorable as well, by the way, and literally the map inside I am so obsessed with. Like so obsessed with, because obviously Alex Astor comes from the fantasy world where they typically have maps in a book, and now she's done it in a romance book, which I love. And one of you guys recently commented on my book haul video, we should have more maps in romance books, which I wholeheartedly agree with. I love a map in a book. I'm going to continue this. I'm hopefully going to finish this today, and then we can read another new release. Honestly, I have just so many, I don't know where to start or go with. I think I'm probably going to go with Wild and Wrangled next, because that's a short one and I'm really excited for that one. So I now have an update. I've now finished Summer in the City, and I loved it. I literally loved it. I'm going to give this one 4 stars, I think. Really enjoyed it. It's quite short. It's under 300 pages, but I'm just, yeah, it was so cute. I love Alex Astor's writing. I really like that at the end there was like a situation going on with the characters, and I really like that she didn't just say, oh, they're going to be together despite all the issues. Like, they had some time to deal with their problems, and then there was like a resolved ending, obviously because it's a romance. But I really enjoyed that part. I thought that was very good, very realistic. Parker is a cutie. He is literally definition of if he wanted to, he would. I love it. I literally love it. So yeah, 4 stars. Really enjoyed that one. We're now going to go on to the next book of this video. I mean, like I said, so many to choose from, but I'm going to go for Wild and Wrangled next, because It's again quite a short one, and it's also on my May TBR. So let me just grab my reading journal. I kind of made like a mental TBR instead of, I don't know how to word it. Basically, I'm going off the vibes of stuff that I want to read. So how cute is my May spread? This is literally adorable. So this month I'm focusing on new releases, and then there's like one book that's not a new release, but I've ticked it off my list anyway. So we have Summer in the City, Heartstopper Volume 3, Work, War and Wine, which I was recently sent by Kelly Jean Sell. So I've read the first book in that series, and this is a new release one. Wild and Wrangled, Enchantra and Great Big Beautiful Life. So currently I've read 3 books off of this list. I finished Summer in the City yesterday, and I've read Heartstopper Volume 3 this morning. And obviously we read Great Big Beautiful Life in this video too. So I'm now going to read Wild and Wrangled, and then I've got 2 more books for the May TBR. I don't know whether I'm going to include them in this video because I kind of want to get this video out and edited. I've kind of been slacking on the upload, so I do apologise for that, but I have been really busy with work and travelling and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, but anyway, we're doing good on the May TBR. Halfway through, I just kind of picked books that I knew that I'd want to read this month, and I wasn't going to fool myself into thinking that I'm going to read anything other than all the new releases that have come out, so I'm just focusing on those.